Hey guys, what's going on? It's Russell again. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Today I want to talk about Xtrades again. So you guys have been following the channel for a while, probably saw this video that I posted 4 days ago saying Xtrade review, it's dangerous. And that was really talking about the Discord that they have, that basically you do alerts and things. They do alerts in here. And I was looking at a few of the different channels, and one guy pointed out that I was really only focusing on the options play channel, which is this one. And I was saying basically in my last video, and I'll leave a link in the description to that video, that this particular channel was next to useless in my opinion, in that it was just spurting out all these different ideas, unvetted a lot of the times, and often potentially dangerous trades because there's no thesis behind a lot of them. Not even buy or sell or stop losses really, just a whole bunch of ideas. And there's just many of them, like every minute there's at least one. So I figured I'd try and do them, you know, the opposite today and focus just on one of the premium channels. So when you buy the Discord, you get access to options alerts. So this isn't even visible when you are on the free 20-day trial. And so I decided today I'd take a trade in here and check it out. So my first impression of the paid channel is it's so much better than the option play channel that I talked about in my previous video, in that there's far less alerts. So there's about 4 or 5 probably every few hours you get maybe 1 or 2 alerts, and they're pretty good. So here's the option trading channel one. I noticed that WAGs and Xtrade Option Guru are 2 of the most active posters here, and their alerts seem to be half decent. So I'll show you one that I did earlier at the end of the day. Let's see where it was. Here we go. So WAGs, one of the top analysts, said buy to open BTO SPY 1215 460 puts at 117. It's risky, it's a day trade, and the price target PT is ITM, or in the money. Stop loss above 464. So as it happens, I wasn't on my computer for this first trade, so I checked to see what the chart was doing when I got to my computer about 20 minutes later. So let's have a look at the chart. So this is the 1 minute chart. We zoom in here like this. If you just ignore these dotted lines, they're actually part of a different service that I've been reviewing called Steve Brooks. I'm trying to remember the name of it now. Anyway, it's the indicators by Steve Brooks, not the Ghost Trade, but the other one. It's a package you get for TOS. It's pretty cool, but basically they're signaling buys, and it's correct, and then stopped it here. Anyway, that's not my point here, so just ignore those. So at 212, if I move my cursor here, is where the Xtrades guy WAG basically purchased puts. So way back here somewhere, yeah, like here. So he actually bought the puts that he is mentioning on the Discord at 212. See, long SPY December 15th 460 puts. Long is a bit of a weird thing to say here, but I guess they're buying the puts. That's kind of the difference, instead of selling them. So you can see he was really early to the game. So people that bought at 1412, which is here, actually bought on what looks like a breakout candle almost on the 1 minute. So the entry seems a little odd. Wouldn't you wait until it broke support, like here for example? It seemed like a really odd entry to me, but luckily I wasn't actually at my computer, so I didn't get in until way up here somewhere. Like, what, half an hour later. So when I got to my desk, I saw the puts were down from 117 is where he got in, and they were actually around $1 when I looked. So if we go back to the chart here, you can see that this obviously had started to weaken, and I actually bought around here, and I bought the $1.02 puts around here, and then let it ride down on the breakdown here. So let's look at the trade a little bit more closely. Here are the actual contracts. So 460 puts for December 15th. So those puts are for tomorrow, so very high risk trading that you don't have any time left to deal with. So potential for huge reward. So you can see they're sitting at 113 or 115 now. So they're still doing okay, I guess. I mean, he got 117. So there's a couple of things I want to point out here though. Overall, I like the trade. I think the entry was badly timed, and I think there was a few things about the alert itself that make me question whether, like, how high quality the alert was, what the quality was like. So first of all, the stop loss above 464, well, the stop loss arrived, 464 was here, but he didn't stop out, so anybody following his alert that wasn't waiting for his stop would have stopped out around here, so they'd have taken a huge loss on the position, about 20% loss, because they'd have ridden the puts from here all the way up to here. So that's frustrating for a lot of people, I think, but that in itself, okay, it could have been a losing trade, but the fact that he didn't update and then just waited until, like, there was no update about, oh, it's hitting our stop, might stop out now or anything. It was just straight from here to sold to close SPY 460 puts at 126. So that's great unless you're one of the people that got in down here and stopped out up here. He actually waited over the hump and down and got out here somewhere. So overall a decent trade, but again it wasn't following his rules and it probably burned a couple of people in my opinion. So let's see what else I've got to say about this trade. So yeah, so the 460 puts, that was these ones. You can see my position down the bottom here, it's kind of small, but I bought the same ones, 15th December 460 puts, and I only bought 3, I got $47 profit. So paid for my first month of Xtrades with this one trade, but it could easily have gone against me. It was luck that I happened to not check the alerts until it was actually breaking down later on. So I guess, like, quite impressive trade, but not really at the same time. I'm hoping for better quality trades going forward. To be fair, he did say it was a risky day trade. It certainly, you know, went against him for quite a while. I like how they laid it out here, but it would have been a little bit nice to give more of a running commentary to say, you know, this is pushing my stop loss, guys. I might stop out, because for all we know, he did stop out and said he didn't. We don't know. There's transparency's not really there. So overall, I like the first trade that I've taken with Xtrades in their options alert channel, the premium channel. It's not cluttered, which is great. The alerts seem to be a little bit better organized, less voluminous, but the trades don't have much to go on, right? So when WAG said this alert here, there was no elaboration, including further down, like what that was, like what was the thesis behind this trade. To me, it's not immediately clear. Like if we put this on a 5-minute chart, like to me, around here is where, so he actually bought it about 1412, so about here. So I'm trying to see why. I think maybe he thought it would reject off this line here, and it didn't. Kept going up and then broke down. It just, with strength coming back into the market, it seems a little odd to make this alert. I can kind of see why. I mean, this is my thesis of buying it, right? Is it hit this line here and rejected. But he was in much earlier, so about here. So I guess he was maybe playing on the bottom line here. I don't know. It just wasn't made clear at all what the thesis was. Maybe it was just purely because Powell was speaking or something, and you know, he expected a reversal. But he didn't really get much. I got lucky, like I said. I got in at the top here and it reversed down to VWAP, which was good for me. But you can see there's no clear signal on Steve Brooks' GPS trader. That's what I was looking for. These lines are GPS trader lines that I've been using. You can see it signaled a short here, and indeed it did go down. These are the trailing stops. So that would be a winning trade. But you can see here there was no real conviction in any of the like either long or short. Now GPS trader works, but it doesn't work all the time. So clearly that in itself isn't really, you know, it doesn't really mean all the, you know, the Discord alert from Xtrades wasn't valid or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's difficult for me to see trade thesis here, and he really didn't outline any. The other abnormality actually is this one where he says price target is in the money. So if price target was in the money, why did he sell nowhere near the price target, right? Maybe just relief to get out the trade for a slight profit, because in the money would have been down way down here somewhere, and he sort of got out here. So do I blame him? No, because he had to ride it all the way up at a decent loss and then get out for small profits, probably a relief. That's normal trading psychology, unfortunately. I know I do it all the time. I probably shouldn't, but I do. So overall, my first trade with WAGs, it worked out well for me, but I feel like there was a bit more luck involved than anything else. you can see that the Xtrades bot actually tells you what the top closed alert was today, and I wasn't checking it, but apparently it was Facebook, 75% win, so that would have been a nice one to get into. I wonder if we can have a quick look at that while we're here. So looking through this premium channel, let's see if we can have a look at the Facebook alert and see how it went. Let's see. No, maybe I missed it. Let's see, Xtrades, day 11, long SPY, everyone, long Facebook. Here we go. So here's the one they're saying was the 75% winner today. I didn't get in this one, I didn't even see it. So buy to open Facebook, 335 calls, 12.17 at 290 for a scalp. So this was at 11 AM, if we go back to here. So we go to Facebook. Okay, let's see what happened to Facebook. So 11, yeah, so this would have been an amazing trade. This is 11 o'clock here, and he bought calls for a few days out. Let's see what else it says. So long Facebook, 335 calls, 290, aiming for in the money for the SPY. That was Wags again. SPY. Okay, let's see. So here's Xtrades Option Guru with a Facebook target of 331. Let's see how it did. Yeah, so it blew past that. So this was a good alert, and I wish I'd seen this one. So he was here, and he was looking for at least 331, and it blew right through that. So looking at the time as well, let's just check that subscribers could have replicated this. So Facebook 331, let's see where he exited. So that's plug. Just trying to find the exit for Facebook. Here we go, sold to close Facebook at 508. So that's just awesome, what a win. Nearly doubled his money. So that was at time 138. So he held this for a while. Held it from 11ish all the way till up here somewhere, even here. So you got this whole move, which is awesome. So that's a really good trade. So probably pay more attention to this guy. What's his name? The Xtrades Option Guru. So he's the main one, it seems, alerting this stuff. And just checking to see, it looks like subscribers could have waited for a pullback. They may have chased a little bit on this move, but it's not significant compared to the big run, or even got in on a pullback like here. So overall, quite impressive first day. I think that would have been the trade of the day, obviously, the Facebook trade that this guy, Xtrades Option Guru, did. I'll need to try and see if I can get in on something from him tomorrow, and I'll do another video if I can and upload it. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful if you're looking at Xtrades. I think it's a decent service as long as you don't do the free channels, which are, in my opinion, pretty dangerous. Alright guys, till next time, cheers.